We welcome you to the WOSN Soccer Showdown. My voice is going as soccer season hits its stride. The district round is completed. We're with the Kalida boys soccer team. We will chat with the district champs here momentarily, but let's run through some big games from Saturday, starting with a girls matchup at Elida. It involves our Buffalo Wild Wings player of the week, Becca Carr of Salina. Bulldogs were up 1-0 at this point. Bath, a nice cross. It was headed in there. Alex Schrader tied the game at 1. That was mid-half. This one went all the way to overtime, and Becca Carr got the game-winning goal. So Salina is moving on. Final score in this one, 2-1 in OT. Let's look at the D2 girls bracket quickly. No, we're going to move right along to Liberty Benton. Only goal of the game came while Chris Parks was there. We love it when it happens like that. Sam Johnson, the Rocket, top of the net. It was early first half, and that stands up. As Liberty Benton is moving on, they take down Riverdale tonight, I should say Saturday, 1-0, your final. Where are we headed next? We've got the bracket for, you saw that quickly, the D2. Continental does defeat Kalida 2-1 in a crazy game. Kalida led most of it. Continental scored with under 10 minutes to go to tie it, and then they got the win later on. So it'll be the Pirates and Oak Harbor. Liberty Benton will take on Smithville, both those games Tuesday. Moving on to women's soccer action. How about UNOH in their first year of the program? Up 1-0 against the 7th-ranked Davenport Panthers, and UNOH really controlled this game. Look at this rocket, almost, a little high, not quite almost, but it was close, but a good defensive effort. They made the 7th-ranked team in the nation look like they were unranked as UNOH gets the victory. 2-0, a benchmark win in their first season. On to boys soccer now. And a big one in Division II. Take a look at the guys. About 35 degrees out, and Clark Etzler and company are painted up, ready for this Saturday night showdown. St. Mary's and Elida. Really crazy play here. Zach Wilker gets the shot off, but it goes wide of the net, and a free kick for Zach Nelson. This is the first 10 minutes. Wilker gets a foot on it. 1-0 Rough Riders. That's your only goal. St. Mary's, your district champion at Elida by the count of 1-0. So your bracket, here's how it all shapes up. St. Mary's does win. They get the winner of Rossford and Maumee. Bay Village Bay, they're always around. They'll play Clear Fork, those games on Wednesday. Finally, Division III boys soccer action. The Kalida faithful always right along the field. They were bundled up, and it was a great, great game. Crazy first goal. Sean Daly from near midfield, and it trickles in. Kalida's cringing right now. I'm sorry, guys. I had to show it. It was the only goal I got. Devin Quartercrack's trying to get Kalida the equalizer. Almost punches it in, but Joseph Ely clears it. More T-Bird defense. The steal by Dylan Neese coming up right here. LCC holding down the fort in the first half. Look at this. Ball in the box, headed around. Ben Steck-Schulte, basketball player, goes up to get it. Still 1-0. Other end, dangerous ball. Key save here by Brent Hovis. Coming out to get it, keeping it a one-goal game. Then Daly sends it. Look at the diving sprawl by Hovis. This one comes down to PKs, and Kalida comes from behind to get the shootout, 4-3, as we welcome in the longtime head coach, Mark Schubick. How you feeling? You know, a few hours removed from this game, went all the way to PKs, 110 minutes of regulation. What a soccer match.
We expected that kind of match with the LCC today. Two really good teams, two well-coached teams, and unfortunately, when it goes to PKs, someone's got to go home a loser, and unfortunately, a good team had to go home a loser tonight.
And those PKs, they got out to the start. LCC had the lead against you, but your guys battled back.
Yeah, actually, before we broke the huddle, we'd go out for PKs, I told Brent, I said, hey, you're going to stop too. We missed one early, but the kids stayed positive, and, luckily for us, Brent was able to stop a couple towards the end, and that was the difference in the game.
Ian Ritchie, what was that atmosphere like? You got to play the district final at home. Came down to PKs.
It gets kind of crazy, but you got to stick through it, stay positive, keep your head in the game, and we made through it.
What was the feel of that game? LCC kind of controlled that first half. You guys had a few opportunities, but what was the difference at halftime and then scoring that first goal in the second half?
Halftime, we were kind of scared, but we were all trying to stay positive. And then once Adam put the goal away, our hopes lifted up.
Adam Langhals, how did that change the complexion of not only your team, but also the atmosphere?
I just think it got our guys to be more confident in playing the game throughout the second half. I was just fortunate to put one in, and I think that just kind of made our guys, believe more in our game.
Adam, take us through your season. What's been Obviously, the district final, the district championship is a highlight, but what were some of the other highlights for you this year?
I just think having a good record this year, being able to play with these guys all year is just one thing I couldn't ask more for. So,
Ian, it's your second trip to regionals. Last 3 years went in 2011. What do you remember about that experience for Kalida?
It was pretty good. Once the game, that game wasn't very good for us. They scored within like 30 seconds the second half, put us away after that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
ready for redemption? You excited for this
hopefully it doesn't
opportunity?
happen this time. We take it to them this time.
Coach, it's been such a long-standing program that you've built at Kalida. 2 regional appearances in 3 years. Some soccer schools have never gotten there. What does it mean to you to get back there again?
Well, I think it says a lot about our kids and our community. We've just had tremendous success over the years, and I think a lot of it is due to the kids. We're fortunate enough to not have football, so obviously I get most of the good athletes at the school. And, let alone the kids, they come from great backgrounds, and I think that's a key to our situation. The family upbringing that they have, they come from great sets of parents, and I think that says a lot about our community.
At one point, there was a jump ball in the air, and one of your players boxed out, and I think got called for a foul. And one of the fans on the sideline said, "That's what Coach Quartercracks teaches us, how to box out." What's the relationship between you and Coach K, both long-standing coaches with lots of success?
Well, when I first started coaching, Mr. Quartercracks was the athletic director, and he was a very positive influence on me. Great support that he had as the athletic director. Anytime I asked for anything, it was no problem. Okay, if you need it, go get it. And like I said, he's just been a tremendous supporter of the program throughout these years.
What sticks out about this team that's made him special this year?
Oh boy, I'll tell you. We really had no expectations going into the season. We always hope the season is successful. Sure. And our first game really put us on our heels. We lost 5-0,
right.
and I actually kind of pointed that out before the game today. And I said, hey guys, look where we've come from since that first game. Mm-hmm. And our kids have worked extremely hard, throughout the course of the season, and they're reaping, the benefits of all that hard work right now.
That's right. Wapakoneta got them 5-0 in the early going, but Kalida's moving on. They are in the regionals, and we'll talk with a few more players here on the WOSN Soccer Showdown. One more round with the Kalida boys soccer team, district champions for Division III. Trevor Geisinger, Andrew Kraus, and Matt Faber. Matt's from Holland, and we'll start from him. Yeah. How has the foreign exchange student experience been for you in Kalida?
It's being awesome. It's different than I expected.
What did you expect coming in?
I was expecting like that American people didn't know anything about soccer, and I will school you all. But I'm gonna be honest, I got schooled pretty bad by some of the guys.
Andrew, what's the transition been like seeing him get schooled and then come around and help you to the district championship?
Well, at the beginning of the season, he was really out of shape. And, after a while, and he did a lot of playing with the ball, not so much physical. But then mostly halfway through the season, he really turned around, got really into shape, and he's probably one of the most physical people on the field right now. So,
you talk about physicality. That's Kalida soccer, isn't it? You're big, strong kids. Is that a big part of winning the district this year?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of rough housing on the field. I mean, there wasn't so much fouling as there was just us being physical, them being physical, and we just ended up being able to pull through.
Was that your hardest game of the year against LCC?
I would say, I don't know if it was our hardest game. They're all really hard, but for the most part, I think it's more of just every game's different. So, I mean, you got to adapt to what it is. So,
Trevor Geisinger, coming down to PKs, what was the atmosphere like in the huddle as you guys were sending out one at a time to try and win that game?
I guess it was pretty crazy, but when Deb missed, I was a little bit iffy about it, but we came back and won.
Did you think we're not going to get it now?
That's what I thought for a little bit. I was like, I don't know, but Brent blocked too, so here we are.
How about that celebration after you guys won the PKs? What was it like for you, Matt?
Oh, that was intense. That was real weird. Like, European soccer is, we are real big fans of the sport, but when our team wins, like, we don't really celebrate that big. But this was like everyone went like crazy and just run to Brent, and yeah, it was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool.
You're gonna take some of that American style back to Holland?
I wish, but we're
they won't
not
like
gonna,
it, huh?
No, we're not gonna take that over. It's a shame, but it was pretty cool.
Andrew, as you move into the regional, what do you remember about 2 years ago when Kalida was going through the district? We can talk about that and then get into regional.
Well, I remember for the most part, it was just as soon as we got on that field, everything, it just became real that we needed to play our best. And watching them warm up and everything, we were just looking at them like we need to step it up and play our best game. And I felt that if we probably could have done a lot better, but they were a really good team that year. And I just remember a lot of physicality between both teams, and I just think that going into this year, as long as we play our best game, I think we'll hold our own.
Kalida and Ottawa Hills at Tiffin Columbian on Wednesday. Winner in the regional final on Saturday. Thanks for watching the WOSN Soccer Showdown. We're going to all eat some Buffalo Wild Wings. They have those in America.
They're amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we only have KFC in Holland, but this is good.
Have a good one.